Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Bharat. I'm from Seattle, Desi TV. I have Chandra and Prakash joining us. We are here today with Haley Watkins from King County Elections. Guess what? Elections are up. The ballot is ready. So what we thought is for our community, it will be a good, way to share some information, guidelines, and also emphasize the importance of going out and voting, right? So without further ado, Haley Watkinson, if you could introduce yourself, and we're looking forward to learn more from you as well.
Well, thank you so much for having me today. As you said, my name's Haley Watkins. I'm the communications manager for us at King County Elections. And ballots are out in the mail, so they should be arriving here any day for folks. And just really excited to chat with you about how to get registered to vote, how to vote, and get that ballot back in so that our communities can make their voices heard.
Cool. I think the first thing really is how to register, right? So I'd say if you don't register, you can't really vote. And is it too late to register now, or what do they do to do the registration?
Absolutely. That's a great question. So the first step in voting is absolutely getting registered. You cannot cast a ballot. We won't count your vote unless you are registered to vote. The good news is that it's not too late. And in fact, you can register to vote all the way up until 8 p.m. on election day itself here in
Wow.
Washington state. So you can register online at votewa.gov up until July 28th. After the 28th, you do have to come and see us in person, but we are there to serve you at our headquarters in Renton, and then we'll have additional vote center locations throughout the county in the final days of voting, so that folks can come see us in a variety of places and get registered, get their ballot, and get what they need.
Fantastic. This is one of the things like people would normally think that, hey, you know what, I may have missed the date and I can't vote, so I don't want to go register now. But please make sure you still have time. You still have till July 28th to register online, and even after that, you can go into the headquarters like Renton and other places. So yeah, please go register. The thing then is, once they register, or actually the other question I had is, who can register and who can be eligible for voting?
Yeah, that's a great question too. So, to register to vote, you must be a citizen of the United States. You must live in Washington, obviously. That's pretty important. And then you can be over the age of 16, actually. So if you are 16 or 17, you can do what's called pre-registering to vote. And so you'll get signed up, we'll hold on to that registration, and then the moment you are eligible to get a ballot, we will automatically send that ballot out in the mail to you. And then, of course, over the age of 18 for most of our voters. And then you have to not currently be incarcerated for a felony. So if you are not currently in jail, then you are good to go. Even if you previously have a felony conviction, Washington State does restore your right to vote. You just have to get re-registered.
So another question I had is, and Chandu, you can chime in as we go along with your questions, but I think the other thing I had was, what information do people need when they come to the website to register? Because that will be something they say, you know what, it's too much to register. I need to gather that, gather this. So just trying to see how simple it is to register as well.
Yes, it's actually very simple to register here in Washington State. Whether you are online or you come and see us in person, we only need a few key pieces of information from you. We need your name, your date of birth, the address where you live. We need you to check the box saying, yes, I am a citizen, and that you are affirming that. And then we need some kind of ID proof. So that doesn't mean that you need to show us an ID, but when
Hmm.
you register online, you will need either your Washington State ID number or the last four digits of your Social Security number. And that's true across the board, no matter how you register. That said, if you don't have those things or you don't have easy access to those things, there is kind of a whole list of other identifying
Alternatives.
documents you can use under state law, but the vast majority of folks either have those last four digits or their Washington State driver's license number.
Yeah, maybe the license ID may not be memorized, but at least the last four digits may be memorized. So yeah.
Yes, yes. And hopefully your driver's license is at least around you somewhere so you can take a
Exactly.
look too.
So yeah, no, that sounds, that makes it so easy. And thanks for sharing that idea, right?
Yes,
So the
absolutely.
other thing that, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say one kind of little known thing is we actually check that identity in real time when you register to vote. So
Hmm.
when you click submit online, we're going to run that against the Department of Licensing immediately and
Okay.
know that you are a real person too. So
Okay.
just an extra security measure there.
That totally makes sense. And I think that is kind of, you know, yeah, very important as well, right? Just the validation of it. So cool. Uh, it's great. So now we talked about how to register, who can register, and what is the timeline to register. So what happens after that? And, you know, what is that voting process? So should everybody go into some, in person and do the voting? Because most of them are working, busy, and all those things. Is there things that makes it easy?
Yes. So here in Washington State, we are entirely vote by mail. So while we do have in-person locations for those folks who need help, the vast majority of voters, you will get that ballot in the mail. It's going to be automatically sent to you once you're registered to vote.
Oh,
And you can vote at home. Those ballots arrive about 2.5 weeks before Election Day. So you have lots of time with your ballot to think about your choices, research your candidates, find out who and what you want to vote for, fill out that ballot, and then return it by Election Day. For this primary, Election Day is August 5th, so voters should have their ballots anytime now that if they're registered to vote, and they have up until August 5th to turn that back into us.
and that was one thing I was going to check is like, okay, so you have to register to get the ballot, and July 28th is when you can lastly register online. And that in person, if they do it, then they could actually get the ballot even after that. It doesn't take 2 weeks, but that makes fun.
Absolutely. So if you come in person, and that's exactly why you have to come in person after that 8 day
8 days.
deadline,
Okay.
because after 8 days, we can't guarantee that a ballot will get to you in the mail, right? So after that 8 day deadline, you do need to come in person, but you'll get registered and we will print you off a ballot right then and there. And you can sit down and vote in the office if you'd like. You can take it with you and fill it out and drop it in a Dropbox later, however works best for you.
Perfect.
Thank you. I have one follow-up question to there. Like, how do we return the ballot? Like, what are the options to return the ballot? And also, if I need any help for on any questions on the ballot, right? Like, how to reach for the help?
Yes. So we always recommend if you need any help at all while you're voting or you're confused about how to fill out your ballot or find good information, please give us a call at 206-296-8683. That's 296 vote. And a person, a real live trained staff member will answer your call and is there to help walk you through whatever you need. So that can be very simple questions, or it could be, I need to update my address on my voter registration, or make some change to my voter record, or request a replacement ballot, or any of those things that you need help with. You can give us a call, and we will absolutely walk through that with you. We have lots of options so that folks don't necessarily have to come see us in person if they don't need to.
Got it. So I have two other questions. Like in terms of vote, right? In the ballot, is it just we check the our voting and drop the ballot, or do we need to go online or do any other follow-up actions?
You don't need to take any other follow-up actions. You're going to fill in those ovals on your ballot. We do encourage you to try to fill in the oval. We will count your vote even if you do something a little more creative, but fill in that oval for us. And then you are going to put that ballot back in the return envelope. Make sure you sign the envelope. That's how we make sure that your ballot came from you. That signature is very important. So sign that envelope and then you can stick it in the mail or in a drop box. And we do have 85 drop boxes located across King County. You can find those all on our website at kingcounty.gov/elections. And after that, you are good to go. That said, we also do encourage folks to track your ballot.
Oh,
So to do that, you can go online again, kingcounty.gov/elections. You can also sign up to receive text or email alerts about where your ballot is in the process. So for example, I'm signed up for those. I got my text yesterday that said your ballot's in the mail. Keep an eye out for it and give us a call if you don't receive it. And then voters who are opted into those alerts will also get an alert when their ballot is received back to us at King County Elections,
mm,
when their signature is verified and their ballot's ready to be counted. Or if they forgot to sign or their signature doesn't match what's on their voter record, they'll get an alert as well that says, hey, we do need further action in order to count your vote.
That's great information. Thank you. And also, like you said, like in person is also possible, right? If I don't
Yes.
want to vote in person, what is the right place to look like where I can go and vote for it? Do we have any instruction in the ballot that you share?
Yes. So with your ballot, you will also receive a voter's pamphlet, which has information about where all of our drop boxes, where all of our in-person vote centers are, the hours, addresses, all of that good stuff. So that comes in your voter's pamphlet. You can also find it online on the King County Elections website. Of course, it's all there for you. Yes, so if you need to come in person, we are open now at our Renton headquarters. And then the Saturday before Election Day, Monday of Election Week, and Tuesday Election Day, we are open at additional locations in Bellevue, Kent, Kenmore, Federal Way, Seattle at Lumen Field, and of course here in Renton. So we try to make it as easy as possible for folks to get what they need. And my recommendation is that if you're gonna come in person, try to come on Saturday. That's our slowest day. And the closer you get to 8 o'clock on election day, the more likely you are to encounter a line at one of those locations.
That's a great tip for our audience and really helpful. So I think it was great. We talked about, registering, voting, ballot. So with all of this, where do, our community go to find out information about actually the candidates who are standing? And do
Yes.
they get that in the ballot or is it
Absolutely. Again, I'm going to hold up our beautiful
good?
vote pamphlet. This goes to every single household in King County. So it should be in your mailbox. Should have arrived sometime this week. If not, give it another day or two. And if you don't receive it, give us a call. And in this pamphlet, there's educational information about how to vote, where to get help. But really, the bulk of it is statements directly from the candidates themselves, and then mandatory information and some statements in favor and against each ballot measure that folks have in front of them as well. Also, most candidates include their contact information in the voter's pamphlet. So while their statement is short, you can use that contact information to reach out to those candidates and ask them your questions directly, or go visit their website and learn more. So the voter's pamphlet is really kind of the best place to start, and then how deep you go is really up to you.
Cool. Now, this is very helpful. Chandu, you want to ask something?
No, this is a great information. Thanks. And the key to receive this ballot or anything is first go and register yourself before July 28th and don't miss the deadline.
That's exactly it. And I think, we really appreciate Haley Watkins for coming and helping us and the community with all this information, because this is one of the things is like we leave this till the last minute and, we don't know a lot of information. And I think reaching out to the audience and making sure, voting is an important part. And we want to make sure everybody goes out and votes. And you made it so simple. So there's no excuse to say I can't do it or I can't be there. It's all through mail as well. So yeah, all this information is very helpful. Prakash, do you have anything from your side to ask? Good, cool. Yeah, I think this was great information sharing. We'll pass this on to our community, and we are all looking forward for the elections. And we have had a lot of interviews that we did for our candidates who have reached out to us, and we've been sharing that as well. So yeah, I think we're looking forward to see the results along with others.
Amazing. Well, thank you all for having me this morning. And we really do try to make it simple and try to make it as accessible for folks as possible around here. So hopefully some folks will see this and go get registered or fill out their ballot and get it back to us and make their voice heard.
Definitely. Thank you. And good for all the candidates. And everyone, please do register before July 28th and don't miss an opportunity to vote.
You can
Yes.
still come see us in person, though. I don't want to
Oh,
lose
that's exactly.
that.
So yeah, no, this was great. Thanks, Ellie. So I think you can stop the recording, maybe, Chandu. Uh,
Got it.
Right.